Hi, this is Hamada and welcome to Final 50. Now, I've lived in California for over 25 years, and every week I try to do something new, explore a new area of town, check out a new hike, see new restaurants, really get a different experience every week to really pique my own curiosity. Now, California has over 40 million people and has so much on offer. But there are some really incredible hidden gems. Not the things everybody knows, but those things that are off the beaten path that I want to show to you in terms of what were my favorite top 20 adventure, culture, and exploration things to do in California. So let's get started. Now, California has 9 of America's 63 national parks, and there are some places here that are super famous. Sequoia, Tahoe, Yosemite, the Redwoods. But there are also some places that are off the beaten path that are really worth exploring. And let's start from the top. Santa Cruz Island, part of the Channel Island National Park, is absolutely stunning. You take a ferry and you dock there, you see there are no roads, no electricity, no running water. And so we went there and camped one night, hiked up 3 miles, saw this beautiful vista point, and there is so much we were able to do just right there on this raw, authentic, beautiful island to explore. So make sure to check out Santa Cruz Island. Now, I'm sure you know Pacific Coast Highway, or Highway 1, that runs north to south of California. But along that route, there's a place called Big Sur and a campground called Kirk Creek. Definitely worth exploring, though be careful from the raccoons and the poison oak. Right near it is a place called Pfeiffer Falls that has a waterfall that kind of falls right into the beach. Absolutely beautiful and stunning. Well worth the visit to these two places. So near Mount Shasta in Northern California is a beautiful place called Burney Falls. We kind of stumbled upon it and it was magical. A series of cascading waterfalls that covers an area that is absolutely beautiful with overgrown vegetation and something so worth visiting. The one trip we were driving up north and went into Humboldt County, and in there's a place called Fern Canyon Trail. There it is absolutely beautiful because there are ferns on the side of the mountain and water kind of running right through them. Something like out of Pandora. And around that area, there are beautiful hikes among the giant redwoods. Definitely check it out if you're in the area. Now, I've been to Mammoth Mountain to ski a number of times, and along that route from Los Angeles to Mammoth Mountain, there are so many cool things to explore. One of which is Death Valley. And within Death Valley, there's a place called Artist's Palette, which has all these beautiful rocks that have different mineral deposits that create this beautiful palette of colors that you can explore. Absolutely stunning, but make sure you go in the winter because in the summer, it's over 120 degrees out there. So also along the route to Mammoth Mountain is this beautiful place called Ancient Bristol Cones Pine Forest. Now, what's fascinating about this place, it has the oldest living thing on Earth. These trees have survived the test of time for over 5,000 years. Just think about that. So make sure to stop there. It's near Bishop along the route to Mammoth. So worth checking out. So I'm sure you know about the Griffith Observatory. No one's a stranger to this beautiful landmark right here in Los Angeles. But within the Griffith Observatory is the planetarium, and it has a show that is outstanding. So make sure to check that out. And also, if you come to the Griffith Observatory at night, you can see incredible planets like Saturn and Jupiter. So make sure you come out at night and see this beautiful place. Now, down south in San Diego, they have a city called Del Mar. And what's beautiful about this city, it has some of the most famous horse racing in America. Now, I never thought I'd be interested in horse racing, but you should definitely check this out because it is pulsating, it is exciting, and you can see some beautiful horses and really enjoy this classic venue. So if you're in Beverly Hills, you really should check out the Mr. Brainwash Museum. It's located right off of Rodeo Drive, and it is so cool because it is packed with an interactive series of exhibits that's tongue in cheek, that is a commentary about media today. It cannot really be described unless you go and see it yourself, so make sure to check out the Mr. Brainwash Museum. Now, San Francisco is no stranger to anyone. Absolutely one of the most beautiful cities in California, if not in America. But in the Bay Area, there's a couple of really beautiful places that you do not want to miss. One of them being Sausalito. right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Absolutely beautiful. A little enclave that is just worth walking around, dining, and really taking in this little town and its neighbor, Tiburon. So make sure to check out Sausalito. I loved it, and I'm sure you're gonna love it too. Now there's a place right here in Los Angeles that's so worth checking out, but super hard to access, which is the Magic Castle. And the only way you can get in there is through a hookup from a magician. Now, when you go in there, what's super cool about it is they have freaking magic acts all night long, impromptu, right in every room, every corner, and it is super cool. So if you like magic, this is the place for you. Now, John Paul Getty was one of the richest people in America, and he built an incredible mansion or a villa right on Pacific Coast Highway. Super worth it because he has a bunch of different exhibits there from all the art that he collected. In addition, obviously, to the Getty Museum. But this one is really cool because it feels more personal. So make sure to check out the Getty Villa when you're in Los Angeles, especially as you're heading towards Malibu. So en route to Mammoth, there's a place called Manzanar, and it's very solemn and important to visit because it's where they interned Japanese Americans during World War II. I think over 10,000 Japanese were interned there over the course of 4 years. Very sad and very, very worth exploring because it shows what happens when democracy goes awry and your freedoms are taken away from you. In Pasadena, which is one of my favorite cities in California, you'll find the Huntington Library. Absolutely beautiful because it has a bunch of botanical gardens, Japanese gardens, really just a beautiful place, about 100+ acres that you can bring your family and really, really enjoy for the day. But again, don't go on a hot day because you'll get roasted. Otherwise, it is so worth exploring. Now, when I heard of the sunken city in San Pedro, I had to check it out. And what's super cool about this place is that it had a landslide in 1929 that destroyed half the neighborhood, and now it's been abandoned for almost 100 years. What's really cool is that it has, the streets are still there, they have buckled under the pressure and full of graffiti. Now, be careful, it is dangerous to go there, so be on your A game, but it is definitely worth checking out. Now, who knew in Long Beach there's a place called the Naples Canals? And it is probably even nicer than Venice Beach in terms of the canals there. What I love about this place is that you can take a paddleboard and go all around those canal areas in Naples, in Long Beach. Definitely worth checking out, even just for the beauty of the homes and just the whole ambiance and the vibe. If you happen to be driving up north on PCH, make sure to stop in Pismo Beach. And there's a place in Pismo that is awesome, and it is the sand dunes of Pismo Beach. What's super cool about these are these sand dunes go right into the ocean. You can rent ATVs and drive all around them, but be careful, don't ride into the ocean. So once a year for a couple of months, there are some beautiful flower fields in the city of Carlsbad. These flowers, the ranunculus flowers, come in all shapes and sizes and colors.
Spring has sprung.
Orange, yellow, lavender.
It's time to immerse yourself into a
It is so worth checking out, especially in spring. So there's an aura of mystery over the town of Ojai, which is en route to Santa Barbara. And I don't know what kind of drove me to go check it out, especially during COVID, but I did, and I loved it. There are beautiful hikes, little waterfalls, streams, and a beautiful town to check out in terms of great food and just ambiance. But really there's a mystery there, something that is just so magical. So I'm not gonna tell you anymore, but make sure to check out Ojai. Now I'll leave the best for last, and that's Laguna Beach. This is a place that my family has been coming to for over 50 years, and we've been living there for over 10 years. Now what's beautiful about this place, it is a little artistic haven right here in Southern California. Over 100 galleries, great restaurants, just a really, really cool vibe. And in there, there's a little beach very close to our house called Victoria Beach, and there you'll find Pirate Town. So make sure to check that out in Laguna Beach. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tour of California and all its hidden gems. Now, this is a condensed list of places, and I'm sure I missed out some beautiful hidden gems. So make sure to let me know what I missed out in the comments below. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Stay curious, and I look forward to seeing you on my next journey.